welcome back to Open Fire Gaming, take 2, because we apparently need to do everything twice here. Had a little incident starting our episode last time, but we'll try this again. Unfortunately, we didn't get too far. But it should be February 27th, when you watch this, 2010. Again, it is episode 5. And Cinco, episode Cinco.
For our one Spanish viewer.
I don't even think we have one.
Yeah, maybe we got someone who's bilingual. May count.
When you look at those YouTube, like, where people are watching new things, like, it's actually pretty interesting. Like, there's somebody in Germany watching us, like, every 5 minutes, but other than that,
Alright.
Anyway, so on the show today, we got Chief.
Yo, what's up?
And we also have Twisted here.
Yes, but unfortunately, no Ranix.
He's
Sick.
not here, he is sick. He told me this morning, which sucked. He's missing out on probably the best show we've got. We got a really, I know every time I'm probably going to say, we got an awesome show today. I think this is our best lineup we have.
I wouldn't say best lineup because, you know, I think Rans brings a lot to the show.
Oh, no, I didn't mean like people, I mean topics.
Alright, Aaron.
Of course you did.
So, before we begin, let's talk about what we've been playing. I've been playing some indie stuff out of Softnix International, which is a very small indie gaming developer, and I've been playing their first-person shooter Wolf Team. It's not really that great.
But you can turn into a wolf!
You can turn into a wolf, but I hate that. The thing about that freaking wolf thing, it's called Wolf Team, it's all about this wolf, and like, you're a wolf, and there's like some inane story about how you transform into a wolf, and there's like a scar on all the characters' arms.
Like Zelda.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I go out of my... There's actually ways to turn the wolf mode off. I go out of my way to shut it off. And I think that's kind of a bad thing. Because the wolves are unfair, they're not balanced right, it's just, it's garbage. But, so like honestly, I play the regular human versus human, and then you get replaced by this, the wolf mode is replaced by this, like, mace kind of... It used to be a combat knife, but they just patched an update, and now it's like this...
It looks like a piece of candy.
It looks like a candy. Like, honestly, or it looks like a little something else that I don't want to say on the air. But when you take a look at it, you just... I'll probably get a capture of it, but you know it when you see it. It's like this little... I don't know. Okay, and then it's completely useless, so it's all guns on guns. And fortunately, the guns are cool. You got cool guns. Each gun feels really awesome and real, and every gun's different. And you can pick up dead people's guns and stuff, and, you know, things like that will allow you to experiment, and a lot of the players kind of branch out. And it's fun. Actually, I have a lot of fun playing this game, but it is definitely not even close to great.
I checked out Wolf Team a while back, but I mean, like, I ultimately came to the conclusion, you know, the same thing about the wolf, but also that it just didn't seem to have the polish and finesse that, like, most premium games have out there.
And it doesn't. Softnix is known to not be great, but I don't know. I can't say it has potential like their other title, Raytheon, is, but it's worth kind of fooling with. The biggest flaw of this game, other than the wolf, is the weapon system. That's like you buy weapons for certain amounts of time, and the only way so you can buy it for like a week, and the only way to buy it for more than a week, or keep your gun, like, you have to keep playing, work with the money for a week later, you would have to play like 18 hours a day in order to work the money back up. So it's really annoying trying to do that. The one remedy to that situation is that if you don't play for a month, you get like a bunch of free guns to get you back into the game. So if you made 4 accounts and played one each week, you just get the free guns back all the time.
Is it one of those games where it's like, if you don't pay for the good content, you're trying to get your ass kicked?
No, not really.
Not yet.
Especially since...
Not yet.
Yeah.
It's getting there. I mean, they released some more cash items and such, which are items you just simply pay for.
But the other thing is, even if you have all the greatest guns, the one thing is, I mean, if you're in a better position than somebody else, you're still going to take them out. You know, regardless, you're in a better position, you can shoot them, and you know that's it. And the other thing is, like, even if someone has a totally awesome weapon, you can kill them, and then you can pick it up, and now you're the cash user. So, honestly, it's kind of remedied by the fact that the guns kind of fly around from player to player, and that's the experimentation that's good. But it's okay. It's just, I've been playing so much, it's hard for me to say one game that I've been playing.
Well, you did.
But I did.
Alright, Tristan.
Well, for me, I've been kind of doing the old school. I broke out my Nintendo 64 yesterday.
What is with you guys and your old games?
I don't know. He just went back like a couple of years. I went back like a decade. So
Hey, I've been playing old games all the time. I never really moved
Living in the
forward.
past, man.
I am. I still play Ghost Recon. Was Advanced Warfighter? That was like it wasn't a launch title, but it was an early
Well,
Xbox
they
360.
released that new trailer actually for
Future Warrior.
Future Warrior.
Not
Future
happy about
Soldier.
it. Trust me, it'll come up later.
Okay.
Hint, hint. Yeah, but I, whip out the Swiffer duster and clean off the 1.5 miles worth of caked on dust sitting on that thing. Just playing some of my
Ew.
old time playing some of my old time favorites, Bomberman, Battle Tanks, Jet Force Gemini, those sort of things, and also some of the old MMORPGs I used to play.
Superman 64.
Yeah, some of the old MMORPGs I played
Good
when I
lord.
was like in middle school and such. So getting back to my roots, so to speak.
Those rings from Superman 64 give me nightmares.
Yeah. All right. I haven't really been living in the past as much as you guys. I'm still sort of digging into Mass Effect. Talked about it last week. I'm still amazed by like how like dense and like how rich of a world BioWare was able to create, and like the characters and the mission structure. I mean, I just don't understand how they were able to make this game. Like there's just so many options, and it's just so well thought out that it's just like I feel like it would take like an eternity to make.
I think that I don't remember the numbers, but there was like someone did a calculation of like it was like don't quote me on these numbers. It was like 60 to 100 voice actors saying like a billion lines or something like it was like some extraordinary thing. I'll try to get you guys this in the description, but it was some insane amount of actors and lines, and like I bet you the money for just the voice actors was a big chunk of the development.
Well, like every mission you go on, depending on your party, like that you bring with you, they'll all have a different interpretation of how the missions go. So it's like you have to get all the voice acting and all the structure down for like when you play with one set of crew members, and then you have to change everything up for each crew member that you add to your party and stuff. So it's like it's really well thought out. The combat sequences. I think, like, I mean, last week we talked a lot about how great of a world they created, but, like, the combat sequences, like, I feel like more and more, they're, it's getting closer to, like, an actual, like, full-fledged shooter. Like, you have, things going on in the environment, enemies attacking you from different angles, and, like, you really have to strategize to some of the levels. I mean, I'm playing on one of the harder difficulties, but, like, it's actually really fun, just the combat sequences alone.
But anyway, it's time to jump into our main stuff. We got probably our best show. As I said before, we're talking about Battlefield Bad Company. We're talking about our most anticipated 2010, and we're going to break into the NPDs of January, which just came out. So let's get right into it.
All right. Well, I'll start then. I like the way Battlefield Bad Company 2 has been going so far. As they said before, pretty much the demo we see now is the way it's going to be. So I'm looking at. I'd like to see a few more classes, maybe in the game.
That's probably not going to happen.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I feel a little limited with just the 4. I mean, I know each one has like more unlockable weapons.
There's
and
a
such.
lot. I mean, there's a second tier in the beta alone, plus there's going to be like